Thank you very much, Chairman Miller. It's great to see all of you again. I did serve with you, and we had a wonderful relationship, right? Okay, so you know we're all working together. I would like to acknowledge the presence of VFW members from Hawaii who probably have traveled the farthest, so I'd like to acknowledge the presence of Randy Grant, who is the VFW Department of Hawaii Commander, Viola Indy, Joseph Bragg, Norbert Enos, Nick Young, and Lane Martin. They're back there. Let's give them a hand. Commander, I'd like to thank you for the completeness of your testimony, and I particularly appreciated your suggestion to all of us that we eliminate sequestration altogether, because that is a continuing cloud on all of these programs. Mahalo. And of course, I also echo the sentiments of the members who are here to thank you for your focus on homelessness and among the veterans population, focus on women's health and other issues. I'd also like to thank you for VFW passing a resolution last year at your national convention in strong support of awarding the Congressional Gold Medal to the Filipino veterans of World War II. Thank you very much, because as you noted in your resolution, the Filipino veterans of World War II were an integral part of the U.S. Armed Services Far East, where over 300,000 Filipino veterans of World War II fought. And with just a few thousand of these veterans across the country left, most of whom are in their 90s, I would like to ask my colleagues right now to co-sponsor the Senate and the House resolutions that would award the Congressional Gold Medal to them, and your leadership and your support is very important. I'd also like to thank you as we talk about access to health care. I think it's really important that we acknowledge that our veterans who live in the rural areas particularly have concerns and challenges in accessing appropriate care providers. And so I know that the VFW has also taken a position in support of the Veterans E-Health and Telemedicine Support Act, the VETS Act, that I co-sponsored in the Senate with Senator Joni Ernst, and we had a hearing on the Senate Veterans Committee on that. And this would enable veterans, particularly those who live in rural areas, to access healthcare providers outside of their state via telemedicine. Thank you for that. I wanted to turn to claims processing. You know, the VA is a vast system, and anything that we can do to enable those processes, whether it be claims processing or what have you, to be shortened while at the same time meeting the needs of the veterans, I think are things that we ought to support. So I did introduce legislation that would provide the VA with the authority to automate the claims process for a number of survivors' benefits without a formal application from the survivor. And as you all know, that takes a lot of bringing together of lots of materials. And if we can enable the VA to award survivors' benefits without the applicants going through that huge process, I think that would be a good thing. Could you comment on how increasing the automation in the claims process would improve VA's ability to process claims in a more timely manner?
What do you think, Mr. Menard?
Thank you. This is an important area for all of us. Any way that VA can work more efficiently is going to help all veterans and their survivors. VA has proposed changing the process so that in the case of a veteran who is 100% service-connected, who dies, that their surviving spouse would not have to file an application. They'd be automatically recognized. I'm not sure at what point in implementation this is, but they are looking at several other things. The burial claim reimbursement. They've looked at that, and they've proposed that they be allowed to simply award the statutory maximum amount of money available for non-service connected deaths and for service connected deaths without having to require the receipt of of receipts and other things to verify that the money was already spent. We know that funerals run, even the cheapest of funerals run thousands and thousands of dollars, and even the average is probably $8,000 or $10,000 or more. So to require the survivors of veterans and to compile receipts and then file that paperwork with the VA for a few $100s or a couple $1,000s in a service-connected death is really a waste of everybody's time and energy.
I certainly look to your organization to identify other areas where we can really speed up the process on behalf of veterans. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.